Hey guys, Bugcat7 here. Okay, it is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. And I thank you for visiting my channel here. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. So, I'm just going to do a short video here, guys. And it's all about drones, okay? And as this applies to the controversy that's going on now, you make of it what you will, but I thought it would be necessary for you to know these facts about drones and give you something to think about when considering what these things might be. Okay, I'm not going to add too many comments about it. I'm just put the question out there. If these things are drones, there's certain things to be considered about them, and let's talk about them a little bit. Okay, so my question about it is, how long can a drone fly without recharging? So here's what's said about it. Okay, a typical consumer drone can fly for around 20 to 30 minutes on a single battery charge, while higher end consumer and professional drones can extend this to 40 minutes or even an hour, depending on the model and usage conditions. So, not a long time. Okay, so let's hear the key points about drone flight time that I think you might want to know about. Okay, toy drones usually have the shortest flight time, around 10 minutes. Okay, mid-range drones typically fly for about 20 to 25 minutes. High-end consumer drones can reach flight times of 30 minutes or more. Okay, professional drones may have the longest flight times, reaching up to an hour with specialized batteries. Okay, so like the pro ones, the ones they use for movies and all that kind of stuff, have to be real super high end and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so just keep all those flight times in mind and everything for the drones that we know about that are, you know, fit for consumer use, either privately or commercially, whatever it is. Okay, so flight times don't really seem that long to me. And if you're coming from somewhere far and going, yeah, well, that's part of the energy usage there. How much flight time do you have if you come from somewhere far, I guess, where nobody's noticing multiple drones taking off at once and they're SUV size and all kind of stuff. So, all right. So, let's talk about the factors affecting flight times, guys. It should be considered, considering the size and engineering, technological abilities of these things. So, factors affecting flight time: battery capacity. Larger batteries allow for longer flight times. Okay, so you have to also understand these factors affecting flight time all are interrelated in the respect that they affect each other and all that kind of stuff. So, that brings us to point number two: payload weight. Carrying heavier objects like cameras or sensors reduces flight time. So the more accessories on a thing or whatever increases the weight, reduces the flight time. I would assume that the more batteries you put on a thing, because batteries weigh a lot, okay, it may extend flight time. So, everything is relative here. So it may extend flight time, but by how much? My own sort of, you know, experience with this sort of extended, batteries, whether it be for power tools and stuff, give you like a big 18-volt battery, it's more capacity, lasts longer, but, you know, does it last twice as long? Not really, maybe, half as long as, with a regular battery pack, but not like twice as long, you know, and eventually the batteries wear out after a while, they don't, retain the amount of energy that they did when they were brand new. Flying conditions, wind and weather can impact battery use. So that's right, if you want to maintain a, stable position somewhere, stationary position somewhere, and there's wind factors involved or whatever's going to require more energy to remain stabilized in one spot, let's say, or whatever. So, I don't know, just something to consider, all these points here, okay, about flight time and everything, and these things appear to be flying around for hours and hours and hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. That's a long time, especially if you're SUV size. Yeah, it can hold a lot more batteries. Well, they say they're manned and everything. Well, how much room is in there for batteries and man and everything else that needs to be in it? I don't know, you know. Sure, they can reduce things, in size somewhat or whatever, but batteries weigh a lot, whatever, lead batteries or, I don't know what kind of batteries they're using for lithium battery, big ones, I guess, or, whatever it is, they're quite heavy. So that's going to have a bearing on, how much flight time or how much you can extend the flight time, I would assume. Probably not very long. So I don't know. Just think about it as applied to the drone controversy that's going on right now. Today's paper had Trump has a drone to pick. Says that Biden knows about it and why he's not going to tell or whatever. So my theory about it is that Biden doesn't even know about it. Only like the upper brass and the Pentagon and stuff, and they keep it compartmentalized up there because they can't let this get out with whatever it is, something coming from outer space or whatever it might be, or something inexplicable or whatever. They don't, not going to say anything about it. They probably have this thing already categorized and everything. They know all about it, all sorts of species of biomechanoids and all kind of stuff. So they know all about it. They're not going to tell anybody about it. They don't want the public to go crazy and all kind of stuff, whether it be aliens or space bugs or whatever it is. They're not going to tell people about that. Never. So they can never admit to that. But being that they're not too excited about it and it doesn't get them all riled up or anything, they're just, the governors of the states are and everything, and clearly a public safety issue with airports shutting down and everything. So we'll see if the drone detector technology detects these things. So apparently their lights shut off when they're approached. Well, that's the time that you want your lights to be on, when you're being approached. That sounds counterintuitive, but sounds like to me a good strategy if you don't want to be seen by anybody, especially in the night, in a black night sky, and maybe you got a black body, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. They're already trying to lead people down all sorts of rabbit holes. The New York City police got a drone, they said, and it's, they got it on a table. It's not SUV size like the ones reported by the eyewitnesses. This is somebody's drone pet project that they downed over there. And like, we got one of them, but that's not it. These things seem to be identical, in their light patterns and all kind of stuff, all one species. But, whatever, you want to think, whatever. Maybe they are like AI drones from somewhere or whatever, but maybe not from this world, right? So if they're AI drones or something like that. But I'm still waiting to see the propellers. I don't see a clear shot. This is a better one, I guess. But it seems triangular, right? Not like a quadcopter thing or whatever. It doesn't seem to be by the patterns of lights on it or whatever. It seems more like it's triangular, right? Not like a quadcopter thing or whatever. Interesting, triangular UAPs, Dave Politis and missing 411, the UFO connection with the triangle thing on the front. I don't know. I'm just saying, you would think by now they'd have all kinds of photo analysis done of these things and everything, and when they could say, oh yeah, it's no problem, you see the propellers there and everything, it's a drone, or, typical drone, but they don't see any of that stuff. So, and the government, their national security spokesman, he was told what to say or whatever. He probably doesn't know what the fuck they are either. So, whatever. I'm just saying, think about what I said about what the power needs are of these things. It doesn't seem like you have very extended, flight times at all. It seems like very short. And if you're coming from some great distance from where you're going to need the power to get back there. So that has to be considered. You go to some area, hang out for a bit, but then you got to skedaddle, right away because you don't want to wreck your, $250,000 drone, $500,000 drone. Who knows what kind of technology it has in it? Whatever. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying. You don't want it to get ruined or anything. Don't shut those lights off either. So I don't know, man. It just doesn't make any sense. That's totally counterintuitive. That's when you want to have extra lights when somebody's coming near you or whatever it is. Not turn them off. It's stupid. So anyway, guys, think about what I told you about drones. You can get the information right off the internet if you want. So, like anybody can, okay? It doesn't sound like drones have any sort of extended flight time, okay? So to see them up there for hours and hours and hours and hours, probably not a drone, okay? Now what? All right. So anyway, guys, Bugcat7 signing out. Peace.